Fiery ColorRight Package for embedded Fiery servers is a powerful suite of tools designed to help print providers adjust and correct color and images in files without needing to be color experts. It's ideal for shops that need to meet high customer expectations for color, reduce rework and waste, and produce more sellable prints. Let's take a look at what is included. Fiery Spot Pro is a must-have for complete brand color control. Let's see how Spot Pro makes it easy to customize spot colors to meet client expectations. I want to make a custom version of a specific spot color, so I input 032 in the search bar. I'll choose Pantone Red 032C from the Pantone Solid Coated V5 library. Then I'll copy and paste it into my group. Now I can edit the color however I'd like. I'll change the name to Fiery Red. I can also manually edit any of the LAB, LCH, or CMYK values. If you have a printed piece that you're trying to match, you can measure it using an ES3000 spectrophotometer. You can use the Visual Variations feature to help produce a better spot color match. You can print variations pages, which can be helpful to show to a customer to help refine spot color appearance to best match their expectations. Simply enter the ID of the patch they prefer here, and it'll adjust the values accordingly. You can choose to print swatch books of a spot color group to show a client how their brand colors will look on a specific media. With Spot Pro, you can ensure that everyone from the designer to pre-press to the operator is working from the same color set. Here you see a custom group of spot colors for a specific client, which includes both Pantone colors and custom name colors. I could choose Save As to export this group as an Adobe Swatch Exchange or ASE file. The ASE format is most attractive to designers since ASE files can be imported into Adobe apps like Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator. Conversely, a designer can create spot colors in an Adobe application, then provide the ASE file to the print provider, who can import it into Spot Pro. So you can ensure spot color consistency throughout the whole production process. While sharing swatches is a best practice, sometimes you may run into a situation where you receive files from different designers, but they use different names for the same spot color. Rather than create a new spot color and unnecessarily complicate your library, you can create a spot color alias. In this example, I know a client's designer uses a spot color called HD Orange, but it needs to print with the values of Pantone Orange 021C, but the values have been adjusted slightly. So I just linked the two here by linking to my custom spot color in this library. The next time the Fiery server sees that color, it will print with the desired value. You can also ensure brand consistency on files created using Microsoft Office. You can create a substitute color and map RGB values to CMYK values. Fiery Spot Pro also provides an access point to Fiery True Brand, a separate application that allows you to map RGB values to name spot colors on the Fiery server. Spot Pro makes it easy to see at a glance if spot colors are in gamut. In the main Spot Pro window, you can see that each spot color can display the delta E and whether it is in or out of gamut. It's also easy to show clients the delta E of specific spot colors. You can measure patches on variations pages and on a swatch book with a spectrophotometer. Once you do that, the delta E will display on the patch or swatch. Spot Pro also allows you to optimize spot colors using a spectrophotometer or with the engine ILS on select Fiery-driven printers. This helps ensure that spot colors are always producing to the best of a press's ability on a specific media. The Spot Color Checkup generates a report that shows how well a set of spot colors are reproduced at any given time. If the scores in the report are low, that indicates that it's time to either recalibrate or to make a new profile. If the scores are high, that indicates that your spot color and press are in good shape. You can even convert your spot color checkup into a spot color verification schedule in Fiery Color Guard, guaranteeing consistent brand color matching over time. You might run into a situation where you need to edit the spot colors in a specific job. With Fiery Spot Pro, you've got a quick, easy way to edit the spot colors in a PDF right from Command Workstation. No need to even open the Fiery Spot Pro application. You'll see a list of spot colors in the file and whether they're available on the Fiery server. If they're not, you can easily create an alias to the correct color. You can optimize the spot colors in the file, print a swatch book, export the spot colors as an ASE file, or even create a new spot color group. Fiery Spot Pro is an essential tool for any print provider to ensure precise, consistent spot color reproduction, delivering the highest brand integrity for clients. Fiery Image Viewer is another essential tool for any print room. It allows you to catch and correct errors like color mismatches, artifacts, and overprints in a file before wasting time and materials. With Image Viewer, you can be confident that what you see is what you print. The most important thing to know about Image Viewer is that you're viewing the actual raster or ripped file at full resolution, so you are truly previewing what will print. And any changes that you make in Image Viewer do not require the Fiery server to re-rip the file before printing. This saves valuable production time, clicks, and media. Image Viewer has a powerful zoom, with magnification up to 3200%. By zooming in on this Spice's image, I can see that it's low res. I can correct this by choosing Image Smoothing in Job Properties before I print the file. And when the file prints, it will look much better. Each individual separation in the file can be isolated for closer examination and fine-tuning. This is especially helpful for printing with specialty or extended gamut colors, so you can confirm everything is printing correctly without wasting expensive toner or ink. You can export a soft-proof PDF of your file in just a few clicks. This is great for sharing with your customers or clients for review. Image Viewer provides several ways to adjust color appearance in a file. This saves time since edits can be made right on the Fiery server. And remember, we won't need to re-rip the job after we make these changes. You can adjust the color curves of a page manually, or you can choose from one of the built-in presets. Or you can even save your own adjustment as a preset. This preset would now be available not only in Image Viewer, but in Command Workstation Job Properties under Raster Curve presets. You can also adjust the curves for a specific area of the page. Another way of refining curve edits is to preserve spot colors. This allows you to edit the color curves on a page, but all spot colors remain unchanged. So you can adjust the image appearance while still preserving brand color integrity. You can replace specific colors on a page or in a document. In this example, I want to change all of these boxes to be maroon. I can use the eyedropper to pick the original color. Then I can also use the eyedropper to pick the replacement color. Or let's say I wanted to replace a color in a file with a specific spot color that may not be in the file currently. I could still use the eyedropper to pick my original color. Then for a replacement color, I could pick a spot color that's on my Fiery server. And just like curves, you can replace a color in a specific area. I'll pick my original and my replacement colors. You'll notice that each time you make an edit on a page, it appears in the Edits pane. You can see whether the edit is for the entire page or whether it's a local correction. This makes it easy to revert an edit or hide it if desired. Finally, if you want to see a real-time before and after view, you can enable the wiper. This will show a side-by-side view of edits as you make them. With all these color edits, Image Viewer makes it quick and easy to adjust color and keep production moving smoothly. No need to go back to prepress or to the designer. In the left-hand toolbar, you can see all pages in your file. Image Viewer allows some simple page-level edits like deleting, duplicating, or reordering pages. If it's a VDP file like a PDF VT or a Fiery Freeform Plus file, you'll see the individual records. However, you cannot modify the page order on VDP files. Image Viewer also provides tools to ensure that the image placement and alignment on a sheet is correct prior to printing. I can view the non-imageable area of a sheet. This is super helpful because it helps me confirm that no content falls into that area, nor will it be impacted during finishing. Ruler and measure tools also help confirm correct placement of elements like finishing marks. Speaking of finishing, let's say I have a situation where I need to manually shift the image placement on a sheet. Maybe I know my printer has a registration issue, or I have to adjust for finishing, like maybe hole punching. I can use the Visual Image Shift feature to manually adjust placement on the front and back. Here I have the overlay on, so I can see content on both sides. I can offset the content on this page by 1 mm, and you see a visual preview of how that looks. And I can ensure that my shifted content remains on the imageable area of the sheet instead of wasting media, clicks, or ink or toner to confirm my content is in the right place. I can see that right in Image Viewer. Image Viewer is an essential tool for print providers who need high-quality, accurate color output with efficient troubleshooting. Image Viewer ensures fewer mistakes, faster workflows, and happy clients. With Fiery Image Enhance Visual Editor, you can quickly adjust and enhance individual images in a file. No need to go back to the original design file. It's easy to edit each image individually. Built-in presets can auto-enhance image quality like tone, color, brightness, contrast, and image sharpness. Or create a custom preset, which can be applied in-app or through Fiery Job Flow. You can automatically detect and correct red eyes or refine in just a few clicks. Fiery Post-Flight is a visual tool to identify page element errors. It works hand in hand with other Fiery tools for a complete quality control workflow, helping to avoid wasted media and time. With Post-Flight, you get a color-coded version of a job along with a report that shows color spaces, spot colors, and calibration information. And since it's run after ripping a job, you see what will actually print. Yellow objects are spot colors. This ensures you're not accidentally converting spot colors to process, which is important for brand color consistency. Pink objects have embedded CMYK profiles. Purple and green objects have embedded RGB profiles. Brown objects indicate missing spot colors. So going back to page 1, I see spot colors along with one missing spot color in the border of this text box. And remember, we can fix this in Spot Pro. I also see images with embedded CMYK and RGB profiles. So if this is what I expect to see, great! If not, I can go back and troubleshoot my design file or make sure the right options are chosen in Job Properties. A post-flight report also includes a printer test page to help identify potential engine issues. With post-flight, you get a final visual checkpoint after ripping to catch and fix file issues before printing. One 5-minute post-flight check can result in significant savings by reducing misprints, wasted media, and lost production time. The Fiery Control Bar is a powerful tool that supports print quality control, job verification, and color management. You can choose to use the Fiery default, or you can create custom control bars using the Control Bar Builder. I chose to use an Idea Alliance color bar, though I could choose the Ugra Fogra Media Wedge. I could also upload my own custom one, or I could choose to not use a color bar at all. I can also control the placement and the orientation on the page. In job information, I can choose to include almost any job property setting. I can also choose what size my preview appears to be, though each custom control bar can be used across all media sizes. You can see the control bar on the sheet. When paired with Fiery Verify and Fiery Color Profiler Suite, Control Bar helps verify color accuracy for compliance to industry and in-house standards.